Welcome to The Journey. My name is Kevin Polky, and I am the host of The Journey. And as many of you know, The Journey is primarily focused on stories of transformation, individuals that have faced obstacles, and how they found meaning as a result of those obstacles and setbacks, and how their lives transformed. And so today I want to talk a little bit about reflecting on this time of year. Uh, we've been doing the journey for approximately 4 years. Um, 2018 is when I started the journey. 200 plus episodes. We've had the journey of combination of interviews and guests being on, along with reflections. And as we have reflected in this time of year, December of 2022, um, moving into a particular time of year that symbolically for Christians have been this message of hope, of possibility, and of transforming not just individual people, but as a culture and a group of people. This idea that it is symbolic of God's Son Jesus was being born to come here to Earth for a new way of living, and then also a new way of having a relationship with God. By no means do I profess or believe that I am a theologian or a scholar. I have been studying Christianity and Christian spirituality for, well, my entire life. And I have wrestled at different times with different denominational teachings regarding that aspect of the Christmas story, the Christian transformation, the idea of who God is and in our lives via the teachings of the ancient prophets, as well as Jesus' teachings as it was recorded in the Bible, and then also the different apostles that were also recorded in the New Testament of the Bible. So for me, that Christmas story has a basis in my religious belief, my spiritual beliefs, has always been an aspect of what Christmas means to me. I wrote something just recently, and so let me go ahead and read that, and then I have a couple thoughts afterwards. The meaning of Christmas. During this busy time of year, we may forget the true meaning of the holidays. We focus on running from place to place without even thinking of the purpose of the event. We spend time and money at the stores or online without remembering what our family and friends truly want as a gift. By the time Christmas arrives, we may be hoping it would just be over and life would get back to normal. I would challenge each of us to make a conscious effort to focus on the simpler aspects of this Christmas. Giving, then receiving, spending time with others, going for walks in the silence of the snow, watching kids open gift, listening to Christmas music, enjoying the house being decorated, looking at the Christmas lights, remembering old and starting new traditions, and thinking of the special someone who gave us the most precious gift of all. Each of us have the opportunity to make this Christmas a lasting memory. Will you choose to remember the true meaning of Christmas this year? When I think of this time of year, I enjoy what Diane does with the house. Diane loves to decorate and transform our home, that throughout the year, it may be impacted by the different seasons or the different traditions throughout the year. spring and then into summer and then the fall decorations and Halloween and Thanksgiving. And then, of course, Christmas starts. Usually starts the beginning of November. Our house starts transforming and usually goes until mid-January. I enjoy not only everything that she does to transform our home, but I enjoy waking up early and in the silence having the Christmas tree lit in the dark, and that's the only lights that are on, or maybe late at night after everyone's gone and Diane's in bed, of just sitting there. I enjoy walking Cora, our dog, as we go through the neighborhood, looking at all the different homes that have transformed with lights and decorations. That I get a little bit of a glimpse or insight about that person's personality of maybe how they decorate. Obviously, there's opportunities to come together. Certain friend groups, we have traditions of gathering and then doing a day trip. It's probably just the excuse for us to get together, but then we get to see other locations that are decorated for Christmas as well. I enjoy the Christmas Eve, going over to my mom's house, uh, and not only seeing how her house has transformed, but then also being able to spend time with my side of the family and then opening gifts, but more sharing stories. And then the drive home has always been, ever since I was even a little kid, a special time of being able to reflect. And then Christmas Day morning, we celebrate with just our house, opening gifts, Diane and I. And when Caleb was living there, he would open up his gifts with Sierra, and now we have a new tradition because none of the kids are living in the house. And then we'd go over to Diane's family and celebrate Christmas with the Cruises, and similar, a much bigger event that happens. So I think uh, all these opportunities to pause out of our normal routine and spending time together. So I think for me, this time of the year, reflecting on um, promises that God made in the Christian faith of his son and a new way of being in relationship with God and new teachings as a result of that. Reflecting on time together with family and friends. And then that time of being able to see transformation happen within homes, within people, within hearts. How do we capture and make memories during this Christmas season of 2022? And then how do we keep that as we move into the new year as not just those memories that we create at the Christmas time, but how do we then also um, keep those special relationships living throughout 23 and developing some of those new traditions for the 2023 year? Again, I ask you, invite you into this idea of be intentional of creating memories during these few weeks before Christmas, and being intentional about creating those memories that not only will stand out and last for you now, but will carry into the new year. As always, I enjoy hearing your comments and your feedback. And any suggestions or thoughts or potential uh, guests that you would want to hear about or topics that you want to hear about, I'm always open for feedback as well regarding that. And again, this idea about being intentional about creating memories that we can carry on into the upcoming year. As always, enjoy with you being here and look forward to being with you next week.